My family has made me the designated driver every New Year's Eve since I was 19. This year, I said no, and now I'm starting to see their true colors after saying no just once. Posted by you/assignment United 2745. Hey Reddit, I, 26F, need some serious perspective. I'm starting to think I might be the jerk, but I still feel like I'm in the right lol. Every New Year's Eve, my family has a big party at my aunt and uncle's house, and every year, without fail, I end up being the designated driver. Don't get me wrong, I love my family, but it's starting to bug me. It's been like this since I was 19, even before I was legally allowed to drink. I don't drink much, maybe a glass of wine or a beer, but I don't get plastered. I'm fine with driving people home if they need it, but for the past few years, everyone expects me not to drink so I can drive them back. Every year, it's the same. Oh, can you drive? You're not drinking anyway. I always say yes because I don't want to let anyone down. Fast forward to this year's New Year's Eve. I told my family ahead of time I wasn't going to be the designated driver anymore. I just wanted to enjoy the night, have a couple of drinks, and not be responsible for getting everyone home. I even told my cousin, who usually gets really sloshed, that I wasn't driving this year, and she was fine with it. When I got to the party, it was the usual chaos, people drinking, laughing, and having a good time. I was enjoying myself, but around 11, my cousin came over and asked if I was ready to drive everyone home. I reminded her I wasn't driving tonight, I was here to enjoy the party. She looked at me like I was crazy and said, "Come on, you always drive. Don't be a beach." Which, like, WTF? I tried to explain calmly that I wasn't being a beach, just that I wasn't going to be the chauffeur anymore. Then, my aunt overheard and pulled me aside. She lectured me, saying, "We all agreed last year you'd be driving. You know how much we rely on you. Everyone else is too tipsy, and Ubering is so unsafe. Just drive this one time, for the family." I felt a ton of pressure but refused. I told her I'm not their chauffeur and wasn't going to do it again just because no one else could figure out their own ride. My aunt got upset, saying I was being selfish and that we're family. She said I'm the only one who doesn't get too drunk, so it makes sense for me to help out. I told her I had already had 3 beers, so I wasn't even legally supposed to drive myself. That's when I snapped. I told them it's not my job to be their designated driver every year just because I'm the only one who doesn't get blackout drunk. They needed to figure out their own rides this time. Then I got up and left. I felt bad walking out, but I didn't want to be a doormat anymore. I spent the rest of New Year's Eve at home, watching Netflix and eating leftover pasta with my boyfriend. My family texted me, calling me dramatic and selfish, saying I ruined the night. They said I was being super sensitive and that everyone was disappointed in me. Everyone's demanding an apology out of me now. And by the way, I got home perfectly safe by Uber. But anyway, Reddit, am I the jerk here? Relevant comments. Commenter. You are not the jerk. Your family is gross. But why didn't your boyfriend spend New Year's Eve with you? Ops response. He's a nurse and had a shift that overlapped with the party. He could have potentially come, but he was exhausted and wanted to go straight home to take a shower while he waited for me to get back. Another reason I didn't want to be the designated driver was that I didn't want to stay out too late because I wanted to see my boyfriend. Commenter 2. Well, I agree wholeheartedly with the Redditor who said you should spend New Year's Eve someplace else. What your auntie did was incredibly entitled and disrespectful. Clearly, you did not agree to be the driver. She and your other drunk relatives decided that you would be the driver. If you're going to celebrate New Year's Eve with them in the future, you need to cut the cord and be absent for a few years so that they can figure out how to handle this without you and without treating you like their paid chauffeur. Ops response. I agree, but at the same time, I feel like this is tearing a hole between me and my family, and that's the last thing I want. My sister was on my side after hearing both sides of the story. She lives on the other side of the country and is pissed off on my behalf, lol. My parents, however, are embarrassed, and I feel bad about that. Commenter 3. When you got your driver's license, did being the designated driver become a common assignment? Ops response. Not at first, I've always struggled with anxiety, and driving triggered it for a long time. I put off getting my license until I was 18 because of it. They didn't ask me to be a designated driver until I was 19, and at first, I felt kind of cool because I was being the responsible adult and helping the people I loved. But it quickly got old when I had to drive back and forth multiple times to get everyone home, and no one offered to pay for gas. Update 15 days later. So, update lol? Before I get to that, I want to address some popular questions from my last post. Some people got confused and asked similar questions, so I thought it might be nice to answer them here. How do I give everyone a ride home? My family lives about an hour and a half from my aunt's house, so I'd fill my car with everyone I could and take them home. The next day, they take their spouses' cars to pick up the ones they left. Stupid, I know. How did I get home? I got an Uber. Why was my cousin asking to leave at 11? She was drunk and probably had no idea what time it was. My aunt overheard me getting a little upset and pulled me aside, which sparked everything. Now, the update. I ended up sending a text to our family group chat, including those who didn't make it to the party but heard about what happened. I'll copy and paste what I said here. Hey everyone, I'm not going to apologize for what happened on New Year's Eve. I told you all well in advance that I wasn't going to be the designated driver this year, and I expected you to respect that. I'm not anyone's personal chauffeur, and I'm done being treated like I'm responsible for everyone else's lack of planning. When cousin's name called me a beach for not driving, that was uncalled for. And aunt's name, lecturing me about being selfish and ruining the night because I chose to enjoy myself instead of taking on that responsibility again? I love you all, but I can't be your punching bag anymore. I'm not going to keep letting myself be the one who sacrifices for everyone else's convenience. I've done it for years, and I'm done. Next year, I think I'll be spending New Year somewhere else. I wish you all safe rides home and hope you'll be able to figure something out. I'll be taking some space from everyone and hope you will understand. I then made the painful decision of blocking my parents, who have been calling me terrible names and making me feel like complete crap since this happened. I never realized how dark my childhood was with all the gaslighting. My parents are probably the reason I have such severe anxiety. My sister and brother are on my side and equally pissed off at our family, so I still have them at least. I really do want to thank you all. I've always known something was off with my family, but I never realized how much I was taken for granted, how unloved I felt, until now. Thank you for helping me realize that I'm worth more. And to end on a positive note, my boyfriend is now my fiancé. A few days after my post, he proposed. His original plan was to take me to see some cutesy light displays in our town after I got home and propose there, which made my heart melt a little since I knew he was so tired after working lol, but when he saw me walk and crying, he read the room and switched things up. When I was feeling better, he took me to dinner and proposed there. I have no idea how the wedding will go or if my parents will be there, but I'm excited to spend it with the people who love and appreciate me. Relevant comments. Commenter. Did anyone respond to the text? Ops response. I don't know. I blocked everyone who went to the party or asked me to be the designated driver, and then I removed myself from the conversation. Commenter 2. Wow, first off, congrats on the engagement. It sounds like your fiancé is a keeper, he's got that perfect read the room and propose when the vibes are right energy. Honestly, your text to the group chat was iconic. That's some real main character energy right there, setting boundaries and refusing to be everyone's unpaid Uber anymore. I'm glad you stood your ground, you deserve better than being treated like a backup plan for their poor planning. The fact that your parents doubled down with the gaslighting just proves you made the right call by blocking them for now. That's a tough move, but it sounds like you're finally putting yourself first, and that's huge. And shout out to your siblings for having your back, sounds like you all are the real MVPs of the family. As for the wedding, focus on the people who truly support you. You've already got your siblings and fiancé in your corner, and that's a solid squad. The rest can figure themselves out. You're starting this new chapter surrounded by love, and honestly, that's all that matters. Ops response. He's the best, he's always had my back with my family. He wanted to come with me to the party to support me because he thought they might act up, but I knew he'd be tired after working, so I told him not to worry about it. He also helped me write this post and has been reading all of your comments, lol, and he says hi. Commenter 3. Congratulations on everything. Please let your parents know that they are uninvited to your wedding until further notice. You don't want to hear from them because their behavior was atrocious, and you will no longer tolerate any disrespect. Ops response. They don't even know we're engaged. I posted it on my Instagram, but they no longer have access to that or my number.